What is going on, you guys? This is Ultron 2, and welcome back to Ultron 2's podcast. So, this is episode 5 of Ultron's podcast. So, you guys know the drill. If you're new, make sure you guys please like, comment, and subscribe to the stream. So, not to the stream, but to the channel. So, yeah. So, basically, I want to get straight to the point of this podcast real quick. Let me move up my chair. So I got my laptop here, just to have some backup research, just in case if I leave something out of the podcast. And guys, make sure you guys check out my other podcast that I had on the channel. So yeah, there will be some solo podcasts and there will be some group podcasts where I have a special guest star on the channel and we just discuss some things. So, yeah. And the channel is sponsored by Rogue Energy. Make sure to check out Rogue Energy down in the description down below. I'm sponsored by Rogue Energy. I have the cup right here, as you can see. So, if you want to know what Rogue Energy is, just watch a video on it or watch one of my videos on the channel. So, I just want to break down to the point of this podcast. So I will be addressing a lot of things that a lot of you guys probably don't know about. And even if some of you guys do know about it, this is just to refresh your minds. So let's get straight to the podcast. So on today's podcast, I just want to talk about Storyfire. Now, for those who don't know what Storyfire is, and I have a lot to say, so this podcast is definitely going to be worth it. So don't click off the video. So yeah, and I am not quitting YouTube for Storyfire. So at one point, I was thinking of being on Storyfire, but I would still be on YouTube. So here is something I really have to address, and it's just really stupid how other YouTubers are influenced to this con artist that you call a YouTuber, that you guys know everything he does is fake. It's known in the community. He's been doing this stuff for years. And yeah, so Storyfire was an app, not a website, an app created by this YouTuber named McJuggernuggets, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know who McJuggernuggets is. Jesse Ridgway, owner of the channel. He's been on YouTube for so many years. He's actually been around YouTube since the platform got started. So he's known for doing the Cycle series, doing numerous amount of series. And there was a huge controversy on McJuggernuggets. Jesse and his family. Before people thought his videos were real, but then they caught on. A lot of older adults knew that his videos were fake, and he was just really conning and fooling a lot of kids. And it's kind of understandable because a lot of YouTubers still do that to this day. But yeah, so Storyfire. So the reason why I said all that is because I need to give a little background on who Jesse Ridgway is and why does he relate to Storyfire. He created Storyfire, which was an app, not a website, and he created the app. So, and I don't blame him for creating an app. He wanted to give YouTubers more freedom to upload whatever content they want to upload, because you guys know the whole thing with YouTube, crappy policies and guidelines where certain things you cannot upload to the platform, or things that you used to upload to the platform will either be demonetized, blocked, deleted, or copyright strike, or just taken down. So these things have to be addressed. So, and I've seen so many videos about Storyfire, some of these YouTubers, and I'm even looking on my screen right now. I'll even put some screenshots on the screen about what Storyfire, not what it is, but you can get a good glance of what it is. I'll put some screenshots on the screen. So basically he created the app, and it's kind of funny because I knew this app would fail eventually, and I know it's not gonna blow up. So he created the app so it can compete to YouTube, which is kind of absurd to me because first of all, a YouTuber like him cannot compete against YouTube. Now, if you guys think about it, like if you know where you're, if you like think about it, and this is really for like the mature teens and adults who are watching this video as I speak, this podcast. Um, if you're a small business, right, don't really have any money, don't really have a big marketing plan because I take marketing, so I know about business and all the extra stuff, but I'm still learning myself. If you don't have a plan, a huge big wad of money, and you know everything that you need to do to start a business, you're not going to succeed. And he literally tried to compete against YouTube, and you know YouTube is owned by Google, multi-trillion-dollar company, um, huge investment. Everybody literally knows about YouTube. Like, you can name any social media platform, and none of those compete against YouTube. Like, the one platform so-called competes to YouTube is Facebook, but it's nothing like YouTube at all. So if you go on Storyfire, I do not recommend you guys checking out. Well, you could check out Storyfire for your own purposes, but I do not recommend going on Storyfire at all because Storyfire is a waste of time. And I'm in this podcast. I'm also going to address why you should not be on Storyfire at all. There's not going to be any do's or don'ts. It's just going to be don'ts because Storyfire is trash. It's a waste of time. I like the standpoint of Jesse on why he created the app because I wanted to be on Storyfire, to be honest. To create, the only thing I'm over on Storyfire is gaming and stop motion videos, right? So, and this is way before this COPPA stuff. So Jesse created Storyfire. Let me see. I think he started like around 2015, 16, around that time. And basically Storyfire's been out for many years now, right? And nothing has really changed with the website. Like, he promised the creators that you could be able to make videos. And I understand when he made an update about why stuff like that hasn't come out yet, but you can't sit here and say that you're making a promise to all your fans, even to those who are not your fans, to come out, download an app that's going to take space on your phone, watch those stupid ads that are not like YouTube's ads. If you're going to have advertisements, at least try. What this guy will literally have in his advertisements is literally like third-rated backwater games that nobody's really heard of. And some of these advertisements that he be having in his videos, for example, or like I said, backwater trash apps that nobody's really heard of. And some of these apps, some people theorize that it's probably Russia trying to hack and steal your information and stuff like that. So yeah, not any famous games like League of Legends or anything like that, but you know, the Android Google Play Store crap. So yeah, so people don't have time to sit here and wait for you to come out with actual stuff because nothing has changed with the app. When it comes to like information and trying to like contact them, is piss poor. If you try contacting them, you're not gonna get any answer. I tried contacting Brian, also second head of the app that Jesse created. Tried contacting them, no answer. Been waiting for months for and for those who do know about Storyfire, you have to like sign an application in order to even get promoted to upload videos, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. On YouTube, you can literally upload whatever you want. Not literally whatever you want, but like your own content to YouTube. But still, you still have to follow the copyright laws. That's why these rules. And I don't blame YouTube for this because it's a business. People gotta understand YouTube is a business. It's not just about entertainment. And I'll save that for another podcast. But it's a business. But it's also entertainment as well. And we could drop a video, make money the easy way, and go on from there. But on Storyfire, you gotta rely on Blaze. That people literally have to buy Blaze out of their own pocket to even be able to watch videos. You guys know how absurd that sounds? You have to buy Blaze out of your own money, your own credit card, in order to watch videos that are not free on Storyfire, which is really stupid. So there's a lot of flaws with the website. Nothing has changed. There's no websites. His dad even made a video about why Storyfire is gonna fail, and that's kind of a dang shame if you ask me. The dad even thinks his son's stuff is gonna fail, and I agree with him. Jesse came out with a video yesterday about begging to his dad, I want my YouTube channel back because he sold his channel to his dad. All this extra stuff, unless it was fake and it was just a series or whatever, but that's what happened. So his dad took over his channel, and even he hasn't been active. So there's a lot of stuff, and honestly, Storyfire is really an app. If you're a person who likes reading books, like reading stories and stuff, that's what Storyfire is really for. It's really for like people who wants to like create their own stories and stuff like that. If you're a bookworm, that's what Apple's for. And nobody, and it's really favoritism because the only people who make videos on Storyfire is literally Jesse and his friends, and I find that kind of pathetic to me because he lied to all his fans. He's scamming us out of our own money so he can make money and profit from it. And he was wise enough to come back to YouTube because I don't like YouTube myself. I like YouTube, but I don't agree with a lot of stuff they do, but you gotta respect YouTube, man. YouTube has come really far. And without YouTube, he wouldn't have been Majorganax, man. He was making like 10,000 views a vid on Storyfire. YouTube, ever since he stopped making a series, he was making like 1 to like 3,000 views a video. No, not 1 to 3, but like 1 to 300,000 views a video, and he has like 4 million subscribers. You guys could go search him up. And honestly, if you're a person who is quitting YouTube for Storyfire, despite everything that I said and despite what other people were saying, because multiple people who've been on Storyfire, even they're making negative comments about the website. Not website, but the app. It's trash. Then if you don't agree with me, then you're stupid because YouTube has so much to offer than what Storyfire literally has no advertisers at all. Jesse is broke. If I've seen all his Storyfire videos, he is so broke he can't even pay his workers. You know, he can't pay his workers. He can't pay his own workers. He said himself in this video. He said he's broke. And he claimed he invested like over $1 million in the company, and nobody. That's how you know Storyfire is going to fail, because like everything I just said before, and plus literally all the people, his friends, like Kid Behind the Camera, and Lance Stewart, all those other YouTubers, big YouTubers, those people are the only people who are able to make videos and able to make money. And that is very biased. I do not agree with that at all. And it's really stupid. And he lied to us. He's scamming. I suggest you guys don't download Storyfire. It's a waste of time. Honestly, there is no website, any app that I would go to besides YouTube. I tried Twitch. Even Twitch is a flop. On Twitch, the only thing that you get paid, but you only get money if you're sponsored or if you're selling merchandise or if people donate to you. Only way. YouTube, you get monetization. All you gotta do is just put in the word, you make money, and then go on so forth, man. So that is what I gotta say about Storyfire. You guys can go check it out if you want to. It's telling you guys don't waste space on your phone, man. It's not worth it. I still have my Storyfire account. I'll probably end up deleting it. Now, unless Jesse comes up with a video thing, I'm not going to be on Storyfire at all. I deleted Storyfire. Storyfire is literally a waste of time. Guys, don't quit YouTube, okay? I've seen numerous videos about people saying that they're going to quit YouTube for Storyfire. Storyfire. An app nobody has heard of besides YouTube, besides Majorganax viewers and Kid Behind the Camera's viewers. Those are the only people that's heard of Storyfire, and Boogie 2988's viewers. But here's the thing about Storyfire. Literally, all his friends, like Kid Behind the Camera, I don't know if he still drops Storyfire videos. He doesn't talk about Storyfire anymore, to be honest. Lance Stewart, he doesn't upload a Storyfire anymore. Boogie, he doesn't upload a Storyfire anymore. That's how you know it's gonna fail before it even began. Like, and you could tell if you're realistic or not, unless you're like Zuckerberg, the guy who created Facebook. Unless you have a plan in your head, you're not going to succeed. You can't just say that, oh, I'm going to create an app or a website to compete to YouTube, a multi-trillion-dollar company, especially when you're a below-average YouTuber who doesn't even make this much money. You don't even own your own house. You got to literally share it with a roommate, which is your brother, which is a whole nother YouTuber. First of all, unless you're like Jake Paul, actually, no, not Jake Paul. He's a loser. No, not Jake Paul, but actually, yeah, the Paul brothers, they're both losers. Team 10, that fell. So, unless you're like Bill Gates, for example, unless you're like him, a guy, multi-billion-dollar guy, he's worth over $100 billion. Unless you're like him, a guy who has a plan. Same thing with Steve Jobs. You're not going to succeed, man. That's just the reality of it. Sorry to bust your bubble, but that's just the bottom of the situation. So, you're not going to succeed unless you have a plan, man. So, and that's the basic standards of marketing. Same thing when you're starting a business. You gotta have a plan, man. And money. So, unless you have those two things, man, you're not going to succeed. So, Storyfire is trash. I do not recommend going to Storyfire. Hell, I'd rather go to Twitch. I would recommend going to Twitch or Mixer over Storyfire. Because at least on Twitch and Mixer, they're a known app. Millions of people stream on those websites and those apps. And those companies are making millions and millions of dollars. And plus, Amazon owns Twitch. So that's another thing. Microsoft owns Mixer. So, big step up right there. But Storyfire is just one of those, very, very low, underrated apps that does not deserve any attention, because it's not worth your time. Okay. Why in the world? Before I end this the podcast, guys, and I hope you guys watched the whole podcast and didn't click off, because this is very important. But before I end the podcast, why in the world would I leave YouTube, a website and an app that I've been on for so many years? I have an audience, right? And I tried to get in my audience from YouTube to Twitch, and it didn't work out. So, why would I leave YouTube where I'm already making money? It doesn't matter how much I make. Why would I leave YouTube where I'm making money and I have an audience, making viewers on videos, and I like being on YouTube? Why would I leave that to go to Storyfire, an app created by a YouTuber who's known for being fake, making fake videos, and he's known for stealing and scamming his fans? Why would I leave from my home? That's like me leaving my home to go to another stranger's home. That doesn't really make any sense to me. So, yeah, especially Storyfire, especially when Storyfire, you can't even upload your own videos. Videos still hasn't been out. You still cannot upload videos to Storyfire. Storyfire's been out for like 5 years, 4.5 years now. Nothing has changed with Storyfire. All you do is type up nonsense stories, and then that's it. Nobody wants to go to Storyfire to read crap. You know, a lot of Americans don't like to read. We all want to be entertained. We want to watch videos, especially during this time of quarantining and during the corona. So, yeah, that's all I had to say. So, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Let me know what you think about Storyfire. If you know about Storyfire, and if you're new to, like, if you're new to the whole Storyfire thing, just let me know down in the comments down below. So, this is Ultron's podcast, signing out, and I'll speak to you guys next time.